Sagittarian Truth Seeker here, and I'm here with your Mercury Retrograde edition of your July love reading. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at your Oracle from Oracle Vision. And these do not have words, only a very pretty picture here. And so what came out to me was, of course, this 11. But this is going to, looking at the personalities that we're dealing with right now, is going to have to be compromise. Not being only in tune with yourself, but also this person, because what's coming in is a very aggressive masculine energy and a very aggressive feminine energy. It doesn't matter gender. Both of these two people are quite aggressive in how they handle things. They're neither one of them are very passive. So there has to be a balance of calmness and compromise between the two. That is what's coming out for me. Okay, and also like this yin yang is definitely coming out, but also tuning and getting in tune. So a balanced number here. Also, let's look at the shadow energy. It's a lot of rainbow in here. A lot of rainbow, happy, love is love. Okay, so that's something else that's coming out to me as well with that. Love is love. You guys may be, you know, what people consider to be wild, crazy, edgy, different. This is a non-traditional and unconventional relationship. It is out of the norms. A lot of people like that, okay? So with this, what pokes out to me is another tuning. Wow. So it's another tuning. You have, I feel like one, because I have the Queen of Wands, and this may be this Queen of Wands energy. Here's the outside person here. But they also have this feistiness about them too. But what I see here is both people play their tunes differently. Both people kind of play the music, but they're playing the same tune. Like they're both creating a rainbow, but they create this in two different ways. So it's really coming together. It's really a coming together. That's pretty awesome, actually. So let's see what's going on, though. In the shadow energy, I do have friends first. So establishing a friendship with this person is going to be very important, because you have to balance your energies. You have to know how this person operates and how, you know, you fit into that and how they fit into you. It's about merging. Everything is not going to be 100% the same. There's going to have to be negotiations and changes, adjustments. Anytime with like this yin yang energy, you have to come together from being opposite. Okay. All right. So the other energy is I would say energetically or spiritually, there is kind of a restriction on this connection at this time. And I just feel like this is the time to get things together. In the friendship stage, even if you've been dating this person, you still have to sometimes go back, readjust, regroup, get back in alignment, okay? So first, your energy, and this doesn't have to be your energy, it can go vice versa, guys. But we have this. And man, I have a lot of cards with how you feeling and what's going on with you here. This is a very protective person. They're very feisty. They do say what's on their mind. Upright, you do tell the truth, but you tell what your truth is despite how another person may feel. So sometimes you have to be kind of understanding of the other person. But the energy, Queen of Wands, the energy that you are tussling with does not back down. Queen of Wands energy, regardless of the elements, it doesn't matter your sign. This is Aries energy, but it's just telling aggressiveness versus another aggressor. But one has more of a feminine energy and one has a masculine energy, and it's pretty darn strong. This is the card of Aquarius as well, okay? Both people are humanitarians. Both of them like to do what's right, but sometimes individual opinions and perspective can get in the way, okay? Both of you like feisty. You're attracted to it. You like that edginess. You like that dominant, submissive, sometime role. You like the untraditional aspects of you. That is kind of what attracts you to each other. But at the same time, what you have to learn, the same thing that you're attracted to can be the same thing that makes you guys repel. So you have to find a balance in between that, okay? But air and fire, and I'm not talking about signs, guys. I know you're a Leo. Okay, I know you're a Leo. But what is showing up as, this is showing up as compatibility. But it's compatibility with work. You know, it's just not, it's not going to just mesh. Okay, so I do have friends first coming out, and somebody may have some unhealthy attachment to something that they do, and I feel like that unhealthiness comes from an ego. It's ego built. Okay, and it comes from you know, always having it. Some things just come from always being this way, you know, and it's developed into a trait instead of almost like a pattern or a habit. It's almost like a trait embedded in a person. So we have to try to undo that. All right, now let's see what's going on with this Knight of Swords energy here, because there's a lot. Honey, look at that. Argumentative. I will say this is an argumentative couple, but it's there's nothing wrong with having debates. That's what I call them, when they're not like too aggressive to the point where both people are kind of in their feelings. Because honestly, this energy, you both tend to get over things. It's just like the heat of the moment is impulse. Okay, it's kind of more of an impulsive things. But if you are open up to hear each other's side, then it's like, oh, okay, I agree, but I may still believe in what I believe, but you know, I see where you're coming from. Okay, there's nothing wrong with healthy debating. Okay, we have I like you, but I'm uncertain, so let's move slowly. This is looking like a wrecking ball soulmate. Just think of the word wrecking ball. What is that? It just comes into your life and just knocks everything down, so you have to restructure it again. Okay, but look at that. We do have, or we will have, steps being made towards going towards commitment, but we have to start from, you know, the basic level to be able to evolve together, because you are too strongly, you individually, you're very strong. These are two very independent, I don't need you, you know, but I want you in my life people. Some of you that you're giving this another go, second chance, whether soulmate, past life soulmate, or you actually know this person. But another thing that we have is we're ignoring issues. Now these issues, I'm getting the feeling the issues aren't within the relationship. I feel like they're financial. Okay, there's some financial obligations that need to be held down. If somebody is playing the masculine role, they need to have their priorities and their finances together. I feel like that's what the strain is on your relationship. If you do feel like there's some outside interference, it could be an earth sign. But this is just the overall energy, the influence, or what's going on to influence the connection. Okay. All right, now let's talk about who is coming out as some Queen of Wands energy. A big individual. They like to start too. If this is the energy of Aries, doesn't have to be Aries, but they like to take initiative. But they also know when to be passive. Like they know when to kind of step back. But this energy may not know. You guys have to really work on each other. All right, we have forgiveness. Okay. We have karmic partner. All right, we have too much routine. And we have mirror reflection. So this is what this person has going on a personal level too. So they have a karmic partner somewhere in their energy. Okay. Or what's going on, Tim? What's going on? Oh, okay. This is karmic is not always bad, okay? So this is a karmic and a soulmate. Okay? It's a karmic soulmate. It's kind of like a karmic soulmate. But the outside person does get bored fast. That's why they're also coming up as the Queen of Wands. Their interest is very selective. So if there's not some type of balance or construct within, you know, and they don't see any improvements in anything, then they could walk away from something. But you guys are actually reflecting each other, and it may be that they don't see that. It's kind of a headstrong thing. Like they don't see that here. Okay, so let's keep going. It's cute. And to be honest, this fell over here. So I want to see what this challenge, this is actually the challenge spot, but it also seems like it's connected to this outside person. So let's see what's going on, because somebody has a karmic partner who's probably trying to inch their way back in. You know the story of the ex, right? All right. Now let's go. They may need forgiveness, or you may need forgiveness, but I feel like it's something very petty. It's just it's a lot of opinionated. Okay? A lot of opinionated. So what we have going on here, ooh. And it's upright. We have the Ace of Swords. So the energy is clear, but yet we can't move. And I feel like it may have to do with a karmic partner, but I feel like it also has to deal with finances. It may be with both people, okay? Money would be an issue in the long term. It's like if you wanted to move in with this person or something. Okay, so what the universe wants us to be with this, letting your guards down. Like both people are really, hey, I'm just making sure. Okay, but they're wanting you to just let all of that go. So the challenge, a big challenge would be vulnerability. Vulnerability between two people. Now I gotta see this challenge because so much is going on around that. Yeah, okay. So there is an ex that doesn't want to go to sleep. Okay, they don't want to let this go. All right. And another thing between you and this person is you're both exciting people. So you're going to have to keep the relationship and the conversations and, you know, whatever's going on, it has to stay exciting. I mean, I know some parts of life are going to be boring, but it seems like you're always going to be doing something actively, or planning something would be a good way to get your relationship to really blossom. But like I said, you're also reflecting each other, and one person feels like that is so not me, but as I showed you with this card and the other cards, you're doing the same thing, but just kind of playing a different instrument here, doing it a different way. Okay, what happened in the past? Okay, somebody to come together, because there was a spark of communication. So for some of you, this is truly new, whether you're returning to this person after a distance, or, you know, like I said, somebody just brand new and you start to spark a conversation and realize you really like this person. Okay. Somebody also has to forgive an ex in order to move on with somebody new. Okay. Look at that. The root of this is happiness. That's what I feel. The reason why I'm so energetic with this reading is because it feels really good. This really, really feels good to me. Okay. And that's why I'm not really worried about the ex here. They are trying to wake up and start some stuff. But I don't feel like it's going to be an issue. But I feel like while you guys are going through this friend stage or this renewal stage here, this is when you have the time to do like these happy things and, you know, plan trips and do exciting things and do something very spontaneous, because you both are going to like that. Okay, so what is next to come is there is a completion here. I hope this is this karmic coming to an end. Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to have to do is be very careful not to move too fast. You can't move too fast. Somebody is like, ugh. Because this is really good. This stems from where the whole root of this connection comes from, a very happy place. And it's upright. Pure enjoyment of two people coming together. I honestly feel like there's interference on the outside. I feel like this karmic comes to an end. But I'm telling you, like, if you guys don't make it work, as in tuning in, you have to be very careful with that. Because there could be control issues with this. Another thing that may also kind of hinder this would be like productivity. And like I'm saying, that's why I see the too much routine. Like, if we are not active in this connection, then it becomes inactive. So for some of you, of course, the story changes. I'm going to see how we need to get over this or get past this. Because like I said, there are restraints on here. And I feel like a lot of the restraints are financial here. Yep. Look. Yep. There's something about an opportunity coming into the mix here. Somebody may get a new job. They may be busy. Okay, these energies can both be busy and doing a lot of things. So what happens is, and the relationship doesn't end, or the connection doesn't end, but it possibly begins to decline. And that's what we have to make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, we need to keep moving forward. But I do see some travel too. It says travel and evolution. It's like baby steps. It may be like kind of rocky at first, and I don't feel like rocky as in anger, but just kind of trying to stay connected with each other. You may be at a distance from them as well. Now, how to get over this obstacle? Yeah, it is a karmic. And first of all, Five of Swords mean if you guys are at each other's throats all the time and always having this aggressive energy, somebody has to be passive and let go with that, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to sabotage the relationship, or the relationship will be sabotaged due to bad communication, okay? And we don't want that, because this stems from a very beautiful place, okay? And if we are to go another way, yes, we have a better energy here. But I feel like this is, if we go another way, we just decide to just 86 this relationship or this connection. But it's a really good connection, okay? Because if this Ace of Wands, just if we were to turn some of this into reverse, or not even that, but if this Eight of Wands was here, and the energy will be flowing very naturally here. But there's going to be tons of communication, tons and tons and tons of communication. But I feel like somebody's going to hear something that they don't want to hear, and I feel like it has to deal with movement. It's movement. Because somebody still has something unhealthily attached to them as well. So if you have a karmic or ex attached to you and they leave you for this karmic, now I also see that too. Because they're ready to rise up to the occasion. They're ready to come back and, you know, do this over again. Okay, so make sure that that doesn't happen. But everybody has their own way. But it's saying a way to get over this is just not to, you know, not to bicker at each other so much or worry about the little things. Because I really feel like you guys would really enjoy each other if you can get past the individual mindsets. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Have a blessed one.